So I never thought I'd say this, but I am in Iraq. Just arrived at the hotel, and I'll tell you what happened after I got off the aircraft. So on disembarking, myself and most of the other passengers were also foreign nationals, typically from India, Pakistan, a couple of Chinese nationals, and a couple of Russian nationals. There were only a few Iraqi citizens. So everyone who was a foreign national had to queue up at a counter to get a form to fill in order to have their visa processed. So filling in the form, it was basic details: name, date of birth, passport number, address of where I'm staying in Iraq, purpose of visit. Handed that form back to the officer along with my passport, who then passed it to his colleagues for his colleagues to check over and stick the visa in the passport. And then your name is called on the tannoy, and you get up, go to the counter, pay the $77 in cash, where the officer will then hand you back your passport with your visa in there and a receipt. And then after that, I went to another counter to have another immigration officer check the passport and visa, and I think he took my photo as well. I then collected my bags and then exited the airport. What was really nice was that the officer who was handing out the forms could see I was the only woman there and signalled for me to come forward, which was quite nice because he could see there was like 50-60 other guys there and no other women, and seemed like he didn't want me to be pushed to the back of the queue. So that was really nice. So yeah, the officers were really polite. It can sometimes be a bit intimidating seeing so many people in uniform, but these guys, they weren't intimidating in reality. So collected my bag, and immediately after that there's a taxi booking office where the guys try and get people's attention as they come out to see if they want a taxi. And I did indeed need the taxi, so I said to the guy, I need to get a SIM card and try and change some money, and then after that I will be needing a taxi to the city centre, to my hotel, which is where I am now. And then the price that was quoted was quite expensive actually. So he said if I give $50 I will get 10,000 Iraqi dinar back in change. So roughly the fare would be around $40 to go 26 kilometers. And you could pay that kind of price in Europe, so it wasn't exactly cheap. But my understanding is that there's not any outside options. You have to go with one of the taxi firms based at the airport. I did have an issue with the taxi actually, because at the end the driver didn't want to give me back my change. He wanted to keep it as a tip, but that wasn't agreed at the outset. What was agreed was that I would get the change back. I do feel tipping should be entirely optional. I have given tips to taxi drivers in the past, but it typically has been when I've been leaving a country, not when I've just arrived at a country. Because when you're leaving, you've got spare change and you're more likely to be generous with that change, as opposed to when you're arriving and actually don't have any of the local currency with you, because there was nowhere open to exchange money at the airport at that time. So I only had US dollars and really could have done with the Iraqi dinar. Anyway, a guest at the hotel overheard this conversation and stepped in and said to me to be careful, because it happens to her as well, and if I need any help, she gave me her business card and said that I can contact her. And the manager at the hotel also helped with conveying this message. So yeah, in the end I got the change back, but the driver kind of felt entitled to the tip and wasn't happy to give me the change back. Anyway, that happened. Visa process was quite straightforward though, and yeah, I can't believe I'm here. So just arrived at the hotel and I will show you guys the room. So this is what you get for $55 a night in the center of Basra. Okay, so it's a twin room. A double would have been nicer, but the guy at the desk did say something about not having a double available. But anyway, this seems good enough. The mattress feels okay. It's a bit firm actually, but yeah, hopefully it's okay. This is the view from outside. Got a fridge here. The water's included, but the rest of the stuff is chargeable. This water here is complimentary. So is the tea. We've got TV here. Breakfast is included and is served between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. in the morning. We've got storage here. Got a wardrobe with a couple of hangers. That's the front door, and then this is the bathroom. Got a shower with, that's a bit stained actually. Yeah, it's a bit stained. Towels there, I think maybe a bathrobe, I don't know. Yeah, got some shampoo and soap and stuff here. Got some amenities here. Got a toothbrush. Don't know what that is. Soap. I think that's empty actually. Yeah, that's empty. Yeah, it's okay. $55 a night. Yeah, there is toilet paper and then there's the bum gun. $55 a night. Yeah, ideally I'd like to be paying less as the trip goes on. But anyway, I've just arrived. I had a really early start. Leaving Mumbai, checking out of my accommodation in Mumbai at 2:30 a.m, having about a 6-hour wait in Dubai, and finally arriving in Basra, Iraq, which is something I never thought I would say. But yeah, this is what I'm wearing. I've got this scarf around my neck. I didn't know if I would be better to have my head covered here, so I thought I'll just keep this around my neck in case I do feel the need to cover my head. Got this 3/4 length white shirt, cotton trousers, and yeah, I think fairly modest dress. So yeah, I don't think there's an on-site restaurant here, because he said if I need to order lunch or dinner, I can order via Careem and have it delivered here. So yeah, can't believe I'm here, but yeah, the taxi thing wasn't a great start, to be honest. But you know, at the airport you've got a captive audience, so what can you say? So yeah, that's the view again. Don't know if you can see over there in the corner, there's a load of rubble. So I don't know how badly this particular area has been affected by shelling in the past. I suspect probably quite badly, but I will explore tomorrow. Yeah, it's probably better I just get something to eat and rest, I think, this evening. But yeah, I will bring you along on my travels, and tomorrow go out and explore.